Yeah, I styled the rest of it myself. The top I'm wearing is model's own. The bottoms, model's own. And yeah, major LA stylist here. Hey, what's up? I'm Milk from RuPaul's Drag Race. Welcome to my Brooklyn home. You ready to touch some fashion and change your life? Yes! Let's go!
We're getting into it.
Okay, let me take a breath first. Oh, it's hard being on camera. Oh yeah, I'm right there. Hey!
Hey everyone, I am Milk. Okay.
I'm very into fashion right now.
Yeah, I'm my own muse, bitch. Touch the fashion, change your life.
Standing in my light, holding the dress.
New York has been home for 10 years now. Well, I've lived in Brooklyn and Bed-Stuy for the past 2 years. It's a place that I found a lot of space to live and work out of, to have a place to create and a space that is comfortable to create in is why Brooklyn is the best.
Fun little detail. Oh yes, you ready? We have opened up to the inside and we see our heart beating. We see our lovely pink little intestines. Oh, little pink little intestines.
Well, for a long time, I was sort of storing all of my drag at a studio space. When purchasing that studio space, I was like, okay, I'll have a spot to get things done away from where I'm living and where I sleep. And over time, I just didn't want to go there and do work. And it just felt a bit sterile. I'm sure there are ways to gussy up a place. But this studio space sort of just became like, okay, I'm gonna leave all my stuff there. Upon moving to Brooklyn and now having a space here, I've actually really enjoyed it. I move in bits and pieces when it comes to creating and building looks or styling a look, so having space to do that and being amongst it, I think is important for me, I'm learning.
Look at the detail, look at the applique, look how gorgeous. Yes, look at the little balls. Look at the little balls. Hey. My mom told me ball was my first word. Parents, watch out.
On a scale of 1 to Bianca for organization, let's see. I'd say I'm probably around a 5.3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm getting there, and especially living in the space now and it not being a studio space somewhere else. Like, it is best for me to keep it tidy.
All right, what would Bianca do? How could I organize this better, if we're being honest?
Just like simply labeling stuff, things have a home. So like once things have a home, like, you know it can go in this bin and not like laying somewhere over there, you know?
You know what I am going to do is I'm really gonna nerd out. And I feel this would be starting, just cracking the surface of getting to Bianca's level of organization is individually, you know, putting stones in this little organizer. I know millions of people do this. This is not new. I am not creating something. I am ignorant and I'm just finding out and finally just doing it. I'm gonna organize rhinestones, yes! So excited. I actually am very excited to just smoke legal marijuana in New York and get down with some rhinestone separating, compartmentalizing. Words are tough.
I think What appeals to me about drag is sort of ever changing. I'd say it has a strong hold in shapes and colors.
I very much think and live in the worlds of color. As you can see, I have a very blue look happening right now. Painting some green alien long fingers.
And different elements of texture and layering and sort of how music would make me feel like I want to dress and creating looks based on that. And as a drag queen, like with having to perform to music, sometimes drag queens can do different stuff. It is helpful to be able to just like reach into that part of your brain and do that.
I am back in the closet, and let's get into some of these looks. Come on!
When talking about fashion, that word is very often used when we talk about drag nowadays. Like, oh, it's fashion, it's fashion, it's fashion. Like, I mean, Peppermint said, it's fashion.
It's fashion.
Which it is, but we also can't deny that it's also costumes. Like, it's costuming, and to not feel that that somehow lessens what a look can be. When like, I mean, I have many things that are costumes that are far fiercer than any fashion that I've ever seen. So it's like sort of figuring out where the line is between that. And that's sort of where I like to be stuck. Whoop! That's where I like to stay.
All right, so I just have to say I'm originally a figure skater before I was a drag queen. And over the past several years, I've been able to mix the two, and I have some of my skating costumes right here. Let's look at some.
Costumes as I say, have always been a part of my life in ways from my figure skating days. Even before I started figure skating at a young age, I was dancing before then.
We have some old skating tops. This I wore for a Cinderella program. I was playing the prince, and obviously now I'm the queen, baby. I've moved my way up.
It's cool to watch yourself on TV while at the same time, oh crap, what am I going to say? I would say I was very nervous to be on that show while at the same time doing whatever I wanted to do. I had never done entertainment to that degree. I hadn't hosted a show on stage before. I had only lip synced 3 times on stage before Drag Race. And so it was just like all brand new, and with newness, yeah, come a number of nerves.
Does anybody recognize this? Well, you should. I wore it entering season 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race. It was my old skating costume as a matador, even though I don't promote the killing of bulls. No, no, no. Yet, I could look fierce like one, and I wore it on TV. I felt fabulous. I had a piece of toilet paper on my heel when I walked in. Just cause, you know, drag is taking the piss out of yourself, and so I was like, what would be really embarrassing in this situation? Let's throw toilet paper on the shoe. And as I was walking in, PA was graciously catching me to tell me that I had toilet paper on my shoe, and I was like, baby, it's meant to be there. And I put that on with this look.
Well, from that entrance look with the matador costume, the thing I remember most and we saw on television was my interaction with Trinity K. Bonet. I was saying how we're all just a bunch of clowns, aren't we? Just referring to what we do as drag queens. And she said, no.
No.
And which made sense for both of us. Like, she came from this world of female illusion, female impersonation, pageantry. And I came from a place of New York City, club kids dressing up to stand out. And you know what? Season 6, we were just like meeting, and we met we understood, we saw, we experienced.
Discussing my time on season 6. Let's take you all the way back into the vault. Come on. Come on. And pull out, yes, that is right, the Pinocchio blouse that I wore on season 6. Really special. I had moved to New York City in 2012. And once here, I discovered a whole brand new world of nightlife. And with that came a lot of opportunities to dress up. I thrifted this, found this. I don't know who brought it to the thrift shop, but I saw it and immediately thought of Pinocchio. That's New York City for you, baby.
With my runways on season 6 at that time, that was often the first time that people were seeing them. And with that comes people being like, that's not drag. That's not drag. And now, all of these years later, we have come to see that drag is all-encompassing of what a person can be. I remember, most importantly, Gia Gunn had an issue with my pregnant look, saying that it wasn't feminine enough, but there's something pretty feminine about being pregnant. Not that you have to be feminine to be pregnant, yet I was feeling very feminine. And she was like, no.
We're still talking Drag Race, huh? Okay, let's show you from the vault another gorgeous piece from the finale of RuPaul's Drag Race season 6. They were asking for glamour. I gave them mother tucking glamour.
Milk, where is the glamour? For that finale, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to be sparkly. I knew I didn't need to be super complicated, like just a simple sequin dress, blonde hair. I mean, no tea, I sort of looked like Willem Dafoe in drag, yet we maybe should star alongside each other in something. Can you imagine? Just me and Willem Dafoe. Just like get in the car. We're going shopping. We star in a Mean Girls reboot. We'll talk about it.
Closet, what else do you got for me? Ooh, let's show off this.
On season 6, even though I was doing exactly what I wanted to do, I didn't have much confidence in my ability to do well. And so for All Stars, I sort of like faked it till I made it, you know? Just like plaster on that confidence and you will make it. I think therein lied the delusion that most people have mentioned with my performance on that season.
So we can all remember back to All Stars 3, heck yes. And the promo image where I was wearing a big muscle suit, sweating to death that day. It was very hot.
I'm all about pulling a stunt. And so when it came to the gold promo of All Stars, I knew I wanted to pull a stunt. I had seen Marc Jacobs at a Halloween function, and he and his partner, Charlie, were wearing these muscle suits. I was so in love with how he looked in it that I asked to borrow it. And unfortunately, he is too small. So I did not fit in his, so I fit in his husband, Charlie's.
And so I brought that muscle suit for the promo shoot. I see a wig that gives me nostalgia of the best kind. We have a wig that I wore on my entrance for All Stars 3, which was this bowl cut situated on top of a construction worker helmet.
For some of you that saw and caught it, the entrance for my All-Stars season was a denim Pinocchio look inspired by my Pinocchio look from season 6.
Keeps you safe. Hear that? Hello, knock 3 times. And, you know, gives you just the right look. You can wear it over another hat if you want.
I had some fairly iconic moments, and you remember me, baby, right? Yes, you do.
And then another All Stars 3 set that back nicely. Another All Stars 3 look, if we dare to show, is, things are falling out. Is this incredibly intricate, designed and made sweater by my friend and designer, Hannah Quist, based in New York Switty.
The knit piece that I wore for the All Stars finale, just in general, is one of the, not to say gruesome is cool, but one of the coolest pieces of made clothing that I've ever had.
And the world loves a little gore nowadays, especially. Like, y'all freaks are obsessed with some weird on those streaming services. Like, y'all need to find, not God, I won't say God, but find something better for yourselves.
And I was shocked that they let me wear it on TV. I asked them, do I have to cover up the nipples? You know, free the nipple? And they're like, no. And I said, fierce.
With this gorgeous sweater look, I was probably going to wear it for the finale, if anything, of All Stars, if I had made it, which I didn't. We all saw that. I was actually wearing this.
I have kept that sparkly jingle jangle look, knowing that it has a future, not as it currently is. A transformation. Metamorphosis. Maddie-morphosis.
Paillettes drown out the sound of my tears. Oh my God. All right, while living in this space, while working in this workspace at home studio that I have set up here, I started creating these really giant, over-the-top, floofy boas.
This past year has really been a wonderful time for me to create lots of things. I was creating some of the chain wigs, customizing those.
It's very heavy. That is one thing about this wig. I have to make choices when I want to wear it. If I want to whip my head that day, possibly not the wig to wear.
Making giant fluffy boas. Ah! Oh! Oh! Oh God!
Bitch, why you down here? All right, look at this. This rainbow, beautiful organza boa to cover none of you or all of you. I'm working on that slogan.
Just creating stuff that had been in my mind for a long time with this intention of getting it made.
I was trying to create a pearl necklace, just a costumed pearl necklace out of these styrofoam balls. And I didn't want to necessarily make them white like I did here, so I was going for more of like a bronzy gold sort of color. And I wasn't mad at it, but then I showed my roommate and I was like, what do you think of my pearl necklace? And he was like, you made a meatball necklace. They look like meatballs.
What's next for Milk? More skating on the horizon. More creating, more drag, more glam, more shining stones, rhinestones, all of it. New York will always be my home base. I think Los Angeles is definitely in my near future. LA, I'm coming for you, baby! No, New York will always be my heartbeat. LA is my place to stay warm.
All right, we have dug deep into nostalgia and you have seen some looks from Drag Race. Y'all have seen some looks that I am currently working on and obsessed with. And you know what? I have been in this closet way too long. It's time to come out. It really puts you in a mood. And that's what's really amazing about drag. Ooh. What would Bianca do? She would get shelves that fit her plastic bins. Oh God, oh God. All good, all good.
Hey, it's Michelle Visage. Do you want gay shit? Check out RuPaul's Drag Race YouTube channel and hit subscribe.